Hi everyone, this is Brian Burtz with the Snow and Ice Management Association. Thank you for volunteering to be one of our new community champions at GoPlow.com. This is a very important role, and we hope that you'll take it seriously. I'm going to walk you through very briefly some of the things we'd like you to do in the first phase of this program, which is the testing of the site. So just bear with me. I'm going to move fast, but you'll have to play with the site a little bit after you review this. So the first thing I'm going to need you to do is to go to http://testing.goplow.com/index.php. See, highlighted right there. Once you get to this page, I want you to log in with the information that was sent to you in early May. If you don't have that info, email brian@SIMA.org and I'll get you that. I'll put your username and password. I'll do mine right now. And then click go, and it'll get you logged in. The site's going to run a little bit slowly. We're still on the development server. So be patient with us. So the first thing, I want to just introduce you to the site and its functionality. You'll notice that there's some major areas or categories. These are where all the content's going to be housed. One quick note, for the testing phase, never hit the home button. Always use the GoPlow.com icon to get back to the home page if you need to. This home button will take you somewhere else that doesn't work well. So, as I said, you'll see that at the top there's a navigation bar with all kinds of different links to different content. We'll get back to that in a minute. There's also a link to some past issues of Snow Business Magazine, as well as a community link, which is sort of the bigger portion of what your role is going to be. You also notice there's a feature page, which we'll be editing and adding to as we move forward. There's a small Twitter feed with just some news updates. These are some articles, the most recent articles added to the site, and you'll see there's some blogs here which we'll be creating and adding to, and then there's a supplier spotlight under our Tech Hub, which we'll be adding content to as well. So, and then on the right you'll see a navigation, or excuse me, another column with some activity in the community. There'll be a marketplace link here. There's some ad space, and then a video link. So first, what we'd love you to do is just kind of play with these four here: sales, marketing, business, operations, and ice management. And just click on a few, and feel free to peruse as much as you want. There's about 100 pieces of article, or 100 articles on this. And the first thing we'd like you to do is read a few articles, and hopefully it's good information that helps you. And then what we'd like you to do is, after you read it, don't worry about the formatting as much here. We'd like you to add any comments that you feel would be pertinent to your thoughts on the article, what's worked for you. We'd love for these comments to be more focused on your work in snow and ice than just like, hey, this was a great article, but those are fine too. Also, we'd love you to rate the articles that you read and give us some feedback from a 1 to 5 scale here, and let us know what you think of those. So, like I said, you can find articles by these big major categories, or you can drill down a little bit and find articles under each drop-down as well. Okay, so for example, I just clicked on the drop-down of legal and insurance, I believe it was. Give the site just a second. I'm going to populate what's tagged under those items. And again, it's going to run a little slower on the development side than it will in real life. So right now we only have one article under legal insurance, but there will be more soon. So once you get familiar with that, you can check out the home page, and hopefully by the time you're doing this in the second and third, or the final weeks in May, we'll actually have a couple blog posts up as well. We'd love to have you read some of those and give us some comments and ratings as well. Also, feel free to check out this video. You can click on it to watch the most recent video that's added to the site as well. Okay, so the next step, the more important step in terms of long-term commitment as a community champion, is we want you to go to the community side of the page. And I'm going to move quick, but there's a few things we need you to do. First, you'll notice when you first get there, there's some tabs here. We're on the community homepage. You're going to see everybody else who's added to the community, including yourself. So what you want to do first is go over to the profile, and you want to change your profile picture. Upload a picture of yourself if possible. If not, there's some different images to choose from if you prefer not to do that. We want you to go in and edit your profile, make sure that the information there is filled out completely. We won't share this with anybody other than users. They'll see your first name and the state that you're in and what type of company you are. You can check your privacy settings. All the defaults will be set, so some of that information I just mentioned will only be viewable by, including your picture, will only be viewable by registered users of the site and not just anybody. The next portion is friends. You can search for people in the community to make friends, or you can click on an individual. Once you click on an individual icon, if you see someone that you know, we encourage you to make friends on the site with your different community champions and committee members. I'm already friends with this person, Gabe, who is our web developer. But if you aren't friends, there'll actually be an option right under their picture to add as a friend, and we encourage you to do that. Once you add a friend or several friends, you can actually message them with the inbox. You can send and write messages to friends and communicate privately if you have thoughts or questions that you don't want to share with everybody. Okay, the final aspect of the community is the application side, specifically the groups, photos, and videos. And that's also accessible as a drop-down here under community. So basically, we'd love you to go check out the groups that we've created already. These are discussion groups, and you have the functionality to create your own if you'd like to. Right here, create. But check out our groups. Each group has a major topic and then several discussion areas. They're very easy to use. Just click on groups. For example, I created one for the symposium. Here's the general information. You can make an announcement, or you can create or participate in different discussions. I've got one here on national service management companies, the panel that we put together. We need feedback there, but you can create your own discussion here. So we'd love to get you guys all committing some good information and you know, hopefully sharing information together. So I'm going to go back to the groups page by accessing it right here, groups, and you'll see we've got symposium, we've got a certified snow professional group, we've got some groups broken down by different snow fall annually, which was an idea from the education committee. And again, feel free to create your own groups in sales and marketing or bidding or whatever you'd like to learn more about. And we hope that you treat this as a way to connect with people and learn more about the business. The other two options that you can do is you can upload pictures and videos. We ask that you do this if possible. The only thing we ask is that they be professional and pertinent to the industry or to your business. We don't really necessarily want any kind of dirty videos, or we want to keep it clean. And we consider this a professional site, more like LinkedIn than Facebook as a comparison. So we want to keep a professional atmosphere here. So take some time, go through, discuss in some groups, and long term we see your role as helping guide discussion in groups and keep people talking and keep information flowing. Add some pictures and videos to the community if you'd like. While you're doing all this, please take good notes. If you have any trouble, any functionality that doesn't seem to work, if the site gets stuck or something doesn't display properly, take as specific notes as possible and send them to brian@sima.org. Also, if you can, if you know which browser you're using, for example, I'm in Google Chrome, please include that in your notes, because that's going to help us determine if it's a browser issue or if it's a site functionality issue. So that's the basic overview. Thank you and good luck.